Most people mess up their first credit card and pay for it for years. Think about it. Your credit score impacts everything from getting an apartment to buying a car, even landing a job. Before you apply for just any card, watch this. We'll break down the best options, whether you're starting from scratch or want to boost your score quickly. Your first credit card isn't just a piece of plastic. It's literally the foundation of your financial future. Use it the right way, and you'll build a strong credit history that opens doors to renting that dream apartment, getting a loan for your business, or even qualifying for lower interest rates. But pick the wrong card, or worse, use it irresponsibly, and you could be facing years of debt and a low credit score that feels impossible to climb out of. We're talking about a decision that can impact you for the next 7 to 10 years. Let me give you an example. Meet Maya. She's 21 and just landed her first job in Houston. She found the perfect apartment but hit a roadblock. Her application was rejected because she didn't have a credit score. Maya used the card for everyday purchases like groceries and gas, making sure to stay well below her credit limit, and most importantly, paid off the balance in full every single month. 6 months later, Maya's credit score jumped from 0 to 690, and guess what? She was approved for that car loan she needed. If you're in the US, here are a few beginner-friendly cards that I recommend checking out. First up, we have the Discover It Secured card. Plus, Discover matches all the cash back you earn after your first year, which is like getting a bonus just for using their card responsibly. Next, we have the Capital One QuicksilverOne. This card is excellent for earning cash back on all purchases, which is a great way to offset some of your everyday spending. Finally, we have the Petal 2 Visa, a solid no-fee option for those with little to no credit history. Okay, let's switch gears and head over to Europe. Meet Luca. He moved to Berlin for university. In Germany, they have something called a Schufa score, which is basically their version of a credit score. Luca started with the N26 credit card, a popular choice in Germany and across the EU. Luca used the card for small purchases like his monthly Spotify subscription and train tickets, always paying his balance on time. If you're in Europe and looking to dip your toes into the credit card world, here are a few options that won't steer you wrong. We already talked about the N26 credit card. It's a great starting point, especially if you're in Germany. Next, we have the Barclaycard Forward, UK. This one's a solid choice for first-time users in the UK, especially students. It offers some decent cashback rewards and helps you build a positive credit history. Last but not least, we have the Revolut credit card, known for its awesome travel perks and easy-to-use app. Now let's talk about some key differences between credit card systems in the US and Europe. In the US, credit scores are a big deal. Seriously, they can impact everything from getting approved for a phone contract to even renting an apartment. In Europe, credit cards aren't as commonly used for everyday purchases. Credit is usually used for larger purchases like cars or homes, or if you're specifically trying to build a credit history to qualify for a mortgage. Whether you're chilling in New York City, strolling through London, or soaking up the vibes in Berlin, there are a few universal credit card mistakes that can really hurt your score. First up, missing payments. Payment history makes up a huge chunk of your credit score. We're talking 35%. Set those payment reminders and make it a habit to pay your bills on time, every time. Next, avoid carrying a high balance. Ideally, you want to keep your credit utilization below 30%. Finally, don't go crazy applying for multiple credit cards at once. Let's talk about Amara. She's 24 and living in London. She had her eyes set on buying her first home, but knew she needed a solid credit score to qualify for a good mortgage. Amara applied for the Barclaycard Forward and used it strategically to pay for small recurring expenses like her Netflix subscription and occasional takeout. Fast forward 18 months, Amara's credit score had significantly improved, and she was able to secure a mortgage with a favorable interest rate. Remember, your first credit card should be like a trusted sidekick on your journey to financial success. Whether you're in the US or Europe, choose a card that aligns with your goals. Whether it's building credit from scratch, earning cash back rewards, or enjoying travel perks, I've included links to all the cards we've talked about in the description below, so you can easily check them out and find the perfect fit for you. Building good credit is like investing in your future self. It gives you financial freedom and opens doors to opportunities you might not have otherwise. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more personal finance tips and tricks.